I'm Amp. It's your turn. Hello! And welcome back to
What's a Safeword?
I'm Amp.
And I'm Bolt.
And today we're going to talk about puppies.
Ow.
Speak. No, speak. Okay, we'll work on that. So what is puppy play? Puppy play is about role play. It's about someone getting into the role play of a dog in that headspace. It's also about having a handler or a sir or a master who takes on the role of the person in charge in that role play.
It's not necessarily a sexual play, though it can be. For many, it serves as a release of the animal part of them. Most importantly, though, is that it's not bestiality. Real animals are not involved.
Whenever I'm asked what kind of draws me to puppy play and why I do it, I generally just put the question into perspective for the person. Well, that's because puppies are generally just happy to see you, they're always fun and playful, and they make us laugh. But most importantly, they provide that love and that kind of sense of commitment that you can't get from anyone else or anything else in this world.
Puppy play itself actually sprang from a larger category of animal role play, or pet play, which includes pup play, pony play, kitten play, pig play,
Turtle play, crocodile play, snake play,
all those.
griffin play,
Bird play?
well,
I've seen birds.
liger play, you know, whatever you're into. While much of this activity has been nailed down to specifics today, pet play didn't always start out so well defined, and in fact, it's been around for much longer than many realize. Some say that the notion of pet play came from the myths and the stories that we grew up hearing about. In order to teach lessons, they usually had ethics or some sort of like morals encoded within the story. We can even draw parallels to comics and contemporary superheroes like Catwoman, Wildcat, Batman, and one of my personal favorites, Wolverine.
Culturally, theranthropy was really the first form of pet play, and it was a common ritual in many tribes, in which members of the tribe would take a role of an animal physically, and often spiritually, of an animal that was revered or hunted.
Other terms you may have heard of that fall under theranthropy also include lycanthropy or werewolves, cyanthropy or were-dogs, and alloranthropy, which are were-cats. And in this way, the construct of pet play was seen as, by the surrounding society, as empowering and mythical and kind of just giving, you know, structure and power and form.
Mysticism.
Yeah, mysticism.
Magic.
That thing.
Some people find the use of puppy play similar to how furries in today's society use personas, like a furry persona, to portray themselves.
But that's an entirely different episode,
Oh
which
my
I'm sure
God.
we'll get to eventually, but, you know, furries are
Great.
yeah. For some in the BDSM community, puppy play can revolve around degradation, humiliation, any sort of headspace in that regard, so long as the scenario is acceptable to those that are involved.
In whatever scenario they agreed upon, some stay in it for like 24/7, and others just do occasionally to unwind and get rid of their stresses and shackles of the daily routine.
Yeah, and in that way, puppy play is very fluid and flexible, and really about communication between the puppy and the handler, or the puppy and the sir, the puppy daddy. Whatever situation you have going on, communication, first and foremost, is what is important.
So the reason people get into puppy play is kind of to release themselves and take on a different persona that's not human and a puppy, and it just is different from their daily routine.
Yeah, and it's about that person, that puppy, getting into a different state that allows them to be a different form of themselves. On the flip side, the handlers get that feeling of love and unconditional support and play from their puppy.
Yeah.
And so there are two sides to that coin.
Plus, it's just fun.
Yeah, at the very heart of it, it's always about fun. Puppy play is about fun. First and foremost, about fun and respect and just finding a different part of yourself and expressing that.
Yeah, it's different. It's weird. So don't be weird about it.
It's not that weird.
It's not weird.
It's not weird. We're
not
normal.
weird at all. We're
normal.
We're
not crazy.
We're
No.
fine.
Love us.
Love us.
I mean, like anything, there's do's and don'ts, or
The do-dos and the
don'ts.
don'ts.
Do. Be very respectful. Like anything, if you're walking into a bar and you see a puppy in a mask, it's not respectful to go up to them, touch them, and just assume that they can be, you know,
Fondle.
yes, puppy molestation.
Puppy molestation.
Did you ask to pet that puppy?
You look like a puppy molester.
Don't be a puppy molester.
Don't disrespect a collar. They should be treated pretty respectfully. This can mean a lot to someone. Totally depends on them. So the best thing to do is to ask.
Tread with caution.
Tread with caution.
A collar usually comes along with a lock if it means ownership, or sometimes it can just come with a trinket or something that hangs on the collar itself, a dog tag or anything like that. But never assume that it is okay to touch someone's collar. Do give scritches, give pets, give whatever the puppy enjoys and finds therapeutic. If that's a treat, if that's positive reinforcement, if that is just communicating to the puppy that they are being a good boy, that is all great and makes a puppy very, very happy.
Don't play with a puppy's tail, because you wouldn't do that with a real dog, and you wouldn't do that with a human dog either. And some are insertables.
Yeah, some tails come with a nice little butt plug attachment, and they're actually shoved up in there. And if you pull on those at a bar, and they happen to pop out, the tail's probably not the only thing popping out along with it. And while some tails also come in a belt form, where you can actually loop a belt through there, it's still very uncomfortable to have someone pulling something that's attached to your body at a bar, and it's just disrespectful. Do have fun. It's a role play. It's somewhat silly, it's somewhat out there, but it's all about having fun, first and foremost.
Don't sniff their butts, because real dogs do that, but human pups prefer their hands or paws shaked.
Stay away from the booty.
Stay away from the booty.
So while you're having fun and playing safely and having sex, even puppies need a safe word. And today's safe word is
Dog bowl.
dog bowl. Appropriate.
Yes. Remember to like, favorite, subscribe. Please write a comment if you like it. We have Facebook pages. Follow us. Do all of that.
Well, only one Facebook page, actually.
Oh, yeah.
But follow that, like it. Let us know what you guys want to talk about next week in the comments below, and we will see you then. Bye.
Puppy pay.
Puppy pay, now accepted at most major retailers.
Oh, yeah, puppy pay.
Yeah.
You pay with your paws?
You can just give them a dog.
Oh.
Dating apps are always changing, but they do work. Make sure that you're always careful when chatting with someone online, and always treat someone and their profile as if it was a resume.